Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Rock Cloud. Today's discussion is going to be about military. Okay, let's begin. Now, we have several military factions across the world, including ours. Now, these military factions are, let's just say, some positive, some not so positive. And let's remember that we have been infiltrated for a very long time by good and negative factions. So when it comes to the military, it's just the same. You know, we're going to have good military with good intent, service to others, and you're going to have negative military factions that is in service to self. Now, many of these militaries do not want war with each other. And I'm talking about our military factions are at odds with each other on certain things for humanity. Now, there are certain military factions that serve the dark. Okay? We all know this. And for the longest time, they have been helping negative factions of extraterrestrials off planet with several agendas to steer humanity in a, well, to keep humanity back from evolving. And that's not a good thing because, as we know, all species, whether it be human or humanoid or not human at all, have to evolve, have to increase their conscience over time. So you have negative Anunnaki, you have negative reptilians, you have negative grays. There's a lot of negative factions out there, even right down to the insectoids. And there's many types of insectoids beings that's out there throughout the cosmos that do not have humanity best interests at heart. So when it comes to the military, there is no difference. There will be negative factions. Now, let's get into how they handle each other on a day-to-day basis. Now, either side do not want war with each other, especially with humans being in the middle of it, because humans on both sides are a resource, whether it be good resource or bad resources. You know, we are a resource to these are the positive and the negative. So when it comes to our military, to keep humanity out of the middle of it, they are using AI systems. Now, some of these AI systems have been developed for the best interest of humanity, and for the negative factions, they are using a off-planet AI system. It is what we call the archons. Now, this AI that's off planet is extremely sophisticated, and they can attach themselves to a human host and use it like a drone. Now, these infiltrations can bring down your spiritual vibrational frequency, and you will begin to, you know, take on a more negative faction. So when it comes to these militaries, like I said, they are using a AI system to infiltrate each other they are using a smart way of trying to bring down their defense systems so that they can, either sides can get the upper hand on each other. Now, the reason why I bring this information to you guys is because you need to know. And I'm pretty sure you need to understand that how these things are being kept from you from behind the scenes. And like I said, you know, we as human beings have to get caught up on everything. I don't want to hold anything back from you guys. And I'm going to have these interference, especially with the sounds being tampered with by these groups that do not want this information out. So I urge you guys, when you come across this video, it is for you. And if ever you have a problem with the sound, try to upgrade the sound in your ways. You know, like I said, you know, it's not on my end, it's on YouTube end. And of course, we all know that YouTube have agents that work with these negative forces as well. And, you know, that's just part of the game that's been played out here on Earth. Now, we are moving in a positive faction. That's without a doubt. And the deep state does not have as much strength as it did. Now, these human hybrids, positive and negative, works for these military factions. And they are in agreement to help humanity, the positive, elevate their conscience. So, I'm not here to doom and gloom anything, because regardless, we are on a positive timeline. And, you know, we just need to stick together as humans and non-humans of the positive nature and continue to move forward. And I will continue to not withhold information. When I receive this information, you guys will get this. So for any newcomers, please subscribe so that these agents do not withhold this information from you. Now, I have helped the military in many ways on many missions, because this is in my soul contract to help protect humanity. Now, when it comes to these Galactic Council members, I am a part of these Galactic Council members. And these members, many of them are at odds about how much they should be helping humanity. Like when I interface with Commander Astar, you know, as much as he wants to help, he too do have to go through his council as well. And we are helping humanity. But humanity must understand that when we give you this information, do not dismiss it. Now, you have to take responsibility in your planet, because this is the only home that you have. Now, let's get off on that and talk about, there are schools of higher learning, let's just put it that way, where children between the ages of 3 and 6, and sometimes a little bit older, they do go off and go aboard these crafts, and they get these higher learning, and sometimes they stay gone for a very long time. But here's the thing, time is only an illusion. Time is not real. Now, when they take these children, the positive side, it's in their soul contract to go off and learn from a human standpoint and bring that information back to you guys. Now, when they are returned, depending on how long they are gone, they bring these children back using technology, and it'll be as if they've only been gone for a few moments. So these kids can go aboard craft and grow up from the ages of 3 all the way up to 20 years old and be brought back to the age of 3 that they left. Now, this is technology that man really don't know anything about. And it's a regression type technology. They record when they take you and bring you back at the same time. So for those that don't know about this, these type of higher learning go on, and they serve humanity. These children grow up aboard craft to help serve and keep humanity on a positive timeline. Now, I myself have been in several of these projects, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But for the time being, I do want to, give you guys that information on what goes on from behind the scenes, because you guys are paying for this stuff. And I feel like, there are several military factions that I deal with that want this information out. And there are several people like me that are providing this information worldwide. I am not the only one with this information. Now, a lot of times that we do not meet up within these groups. So just be patient. It's going to take time to get rid of these minions that do not want this information out. Be patient. Believe in the plan, because regardless, source, God, is behind it all. God is behind the positive and the negative. So, and no one is in control of how God wants this to be played out. So, and for the human population, we must continue to have compassion for each other. We must continue to help each other. It keeps us on a positive timeline. Okay? So keep compassion and love in your heart. Keep continuing to get this information. For those that are not a part of these projects, you need to know. So once again, I love, honor, and respect you guys. Have a good day.